On today's episode, we're going to get our new oil pan ready. So we've got our nice brand new cast oil pan from Arizona Z car or Arizona Z car, depending on where you are in the world. It has some really nice features over the stock oil pan in that it has a larger capacity that it can carry. It also has multiple bosses here. You can either tap, or some are pre-drilled already, so you could have multiple oil drains. So things like if you're running a turbo and you want an oil drain, this accommodates it. The drain plug is located here on the bottom rather than back here on the side like you see in the stock pan. And then one of the real nice features, and part of the reason why we bought this pan, is it has a baffle system and carries a little bit extra oil capacity. So when you're track driving and you're going left to right, all the oil doesn't slosh one way or the other, and you don't get problems like oil starvation or lack of oil in your pickup and losing oil pressure in the high G turns. So nice piece of kit. It also comes with all the fasteners that you need to attach to the car and multiple drain plugs, and then all the fasteners you need for the baffle system. So as you can see, it's a little bit grubby from shipping. It arrived in a box, still has some of the chips from the machining processes, and still has a bunch of oil and grease on it from when it was being manufactured. So what we're going to do is we're going to completely strip out the unit, remove the baffles and remove anything that we can, and then we're going to give it a good scrub down, clean it all out. So we got the pan all disassembled. We took off the baffle plate, took out the tap doors. Now we can get in and really clean it. You can see there's a bunch of grime and build up here. So also some metal shavings and metal filings that have resulted from either the machining of the pan or the assembly of it. As we were going through, when we took the trap doors out, we noticed that some of the holes were slightly too small for the fasteners, and so that's caused some galling. The fasteners, as they've been threaded in, they've shaved off some of these aluminum from the trap doors, and so that's produced some more debris. So we want to prevent that going forward when we go to assemble. So what we're going to do is just slightly drill out the holes on the trap doors that are too small, check the holes on the oil pan, and then we're going to go through and give everything a good clean. So just like you've probably seen on past videos, we've got our tub of water here. We've got a combination of just some clean water and Simple Green Purple, which is the aluminum safe Simple Green. I think it's Simple Green HD. And so we're just gonna clean up all the parts, soak them in here, and give them a good scrub. So. We got a variety of brushes here to scrub away, and we're just gonna give the pan a good clean while it's here. There you go, we got the oil pan all cleaned. We went through, scrubbed all the pieces and parts, all the fasteners, and then we went through, rinsed everything, and then we've gone through and blown it dry with some clean compressed air. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to wipe it all down with some coffee filters and some denatured alcohol, and then we'll go in and we'll blow out that lint left over with some compressed air, and then we can get to reassembling the oil pan again. So you can see, even though we scrubbed everything clean, there's still a fair amount of gunk and stuff that came out. So you can just visually see how much cleaner it is. You can actually see, you know, when we first had the pan, it had a really kind of like a yellowy tinge to the aluminum, the cast aluminum, like a yellowy brown tinge. And now you can just see how much cleaner it looks. I mean, you know, it looks a lot cleaner. Looks a lot like more like that cast aluminum that's fresh and clean that we're used to seeing. You can also see, you know, a bunch of the parts look a lot cleaner. Very shiny, there's no residuals on them, and so now what we can do is we can get back to reassembling the parts. And so what we've done is we've gone through and cleaned our tools too, made sure our tools are clean as we're about to go into reassembly, and so we're just going to go through, reassemble the parts and get them ready. Okay, so what we don't want to do is we don't want to create more metal shavings that we just cleaned out. So we're just going to be real gentle as we go down and we tighten these parts together. So we'll probably... Okay, so we've got those tightened in. You want to make sure all of the flaps are easily moving, and they are, so we got that. So what we're going to do is we're going to just quickly blow it out, make sure there's no dirt and debris. Okay. Now last piece is to get baffle plate in place. So there you go, wrapped up the oil pan, got it all cleaned out, no more grime and grit to get into our fresh rebuild. So all we have left now is to bag it up, put it aside until we're ready to assemble the rest of the motor. As always, thanks for watching. If you like the videos, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.